Good. How you doing?
Good, good. So the defensive backs, how different of a situation do you feel like it is this spring than maybe it was, beginning of last spring?
We got more numbers this year. So with more numbers, we got more competition. With more competition, the guys are getting better faster. So that's the positive. Today was a step in the wrong direction, but we'll get it fixed for Saturday.
What have you seen from Tahan since the end of last season?
A lot more confidence, a lot more belief in the technique, a lot more understanding in the scheme. Although, Coach Brick is the new defensive coordinator, we're doing some things different, but in the secondary, we're doing a lot of things that's a lot of carryover. Maybe a tweak here and there with terminology, but as far as the technique and the schematic part of where you belong in the secondary, where you fit, it's pretty much the same.
Why'd you say today was a step back? Anything in particular?
We just didn't win every rep, so it's a step back for me.
Every rep.
Every rep.
The expectations, they seem a little higher, this year for the defensive backs, all around, not even just you.
Yeah, no doubt. The whole team in general, like you just said, we told them in recruiting that we're gonna coach their butt off to be the best they can be, and so it's never gonna be good enough, especially in the defensive backfield, because we all know if we miss a tackle or give up a pass, everyone in the world sees it. So we have to be the guys that we're the protectors of the defense. We're the gatekeepers, as we say. We like to stay on top, so we got to get guys down when it is a little mix-up up front. We got to be the guys to get them down, and today we didn't do a good enough job of getting those guys down.
When you have more depth, more guys that are, a year, 2 years into the system, are you a little harder on them, maybe?
Oh, yeah, no doubt. No doubt, because the expectation is higher, so the toleration for little, minute mistakes are intolerable. So, we just kind of step it up on them and keep a foot on the neck so those guys will keep getting better. And it's good because now the young guys are sitting there with wide eyes like, whoa, those 4 stars and 5 star didn't mean nothing. Yeah, everybody's a big fish at this level.
Seems like with Tahan playing so much better, you have 5 guys who can really step in. Is that a situation where you have it's almost a good problem to have? Maybe you can't get all those guys on the field at one time.
Yeah, no doubt. With the conference we play in, with the quarterbacks we go against, with the receivers we face week in and week out, it's very important that we have some choices to go to at defensive back. So, me, I'm kind of selfish. So 5 is still not enough.
So Priest moved in and took a lot of reps with the ones today.
Yeah. We mix it up a lot, in the secondary as far as depth chart each day. The depth chart is just a rep chart. We nicknamed it a rep chart. It's not a depth chart anymore. So we just getting reps, and I just try to keep guys with even amount of reps. So when we go back and grade the end of spring, everybody has an equal amount of reps or close to much as possible, so it could be an even grading scale.
Both AJ and Goforth have gone over to corner at times. How do you see them being versatile in terms of changing? Do you think one of them will stay at corner? Or?
Well, last year we kind of stumbled upon it because we were short in numbers, and quite honestly, we had to put both of them play corner last year a little bit during the season. So this year, went in the spring thinking like, well, heck, let's get those reps in now. So if it does happen like that during the season, we'll be well prepared for it. So I'm trying to move guys all around. Today Pickett played a little bit of nickel for the first time today, and he's been playing corner. So probably later on in the week we'll move Tahan down closer in the box and play some nickel. Just get guys around and familiar with all different positions so they can know their fit in their own position.
I feel like you've seen a little bit more maturity from Tahan. Last year he was having a little bit of a problem with the transition to this level.
Could you say it again? I'm sorry.
Do you feel like you've seen a little bit more maturity from Tahan?
Yes, overall, both on and off the field. When you asked that question, he and Priest both have grown and matured a lot, and it's showing up in their play out here. They're a lot more confident, getting around the ball, making tackles, communicating, hand signs. It's just kind of everything that you want them to do. They're starting to own it now.
With moving guys around to different positions, is that something looking back you wish you did more last spring or last fall?
Well, we wish it could have did, but the scheme was relatively new, so it was kind of like getting those guys to learn their specific job at their spot, and then we didn't have the luxury of all the numbers to be able to move guys around and stomach the errors that were going to be made. When you got numbers, it's kind of easier to be like, okay, well, tomorrow we're gonna move you back to your position. You didn't want to waste those reps when you had less numbers.